I stand on the already established protocol. Coming here is a home. I'm very sentimental about this service today. Very sentimental in the sense that the people that God has used, strong men that God has used to be able to support my speakership, comes from this federal constituency. And one of them is the House leader. So let me publicly stand here to thank Odohonam State Constituency and thank the House leader and his wife for the support that they have given to me in my 3 years of speakership. So I thank you and I ask God to bless you. Let me thank my brother Otobong Jonathan, and for those who know, Otobong is my brother, and those who know understands my relationship with him. I thank him. He gave me a note. He has to attend to a church program as a deacon in Ikore. He gave me a note. I thank him for remaining in the party after the primaries. That is the way to go. And he told me, Mr. Speaker, for your sake, I'm not going to go to anywhere. And I give you my word, I'm going to stay and work with Deacon Uyimabasi Eden. And he has done that even to come to this service today. Let me thank Nana.
God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir.
I went to Nana's house with the chairman of ALGA. And we spoke with Nana. We had a long meeting. And we shared certain things. I said, we want to be known in this life. Young men, let us be known that we are the future of this state. Let us be known for consistency. And he gave me his word and said that he has done everything that in the next few weeks he's going to transfer all his supporters to Uyimabasi. And that he did not even contemplate. That he was under pressure. And he does not even contemplate. But that at least, and which is one thing that is good in politics, it should be recognized. And I thank Uyimabasi. Uyimabasi them. You see, mixture everywhere. Uyimabasi them for recognizing the efforts of those my brothers who contested the election with him. Nana, I want to thank you. And for what you have done for Uyimabasi them today, God will raise you up. When time comes, no matter where I am, I will lend my voice to speak for you and speak for Otobong Jonathan, because you have shown the way which young men should behave, not to run to pursue their personal interests, but in the face of intimidation, in the face of inducement, you should be known for something. So that don't be tossed about by any wind. Stand strong on your conviction. Your conviction was in PDP, and you have stayed with PDP. And I can tell you that we are going to win. Having said that, let me thank this church. 18th, I took my turn on the 18th to do this particular program. And Uyemiden was there with me from beginning to the end. He was asking me to pay him back for what he did for me. I told him Aneka Romana was equally there with me. So I have to divide myself. But one with God is the Bible is very clear. I will say for him, I will decree a thing and it shall be established. So today we have brought our campaign to God in Etemeko, Ukanafu, Federal Constituency. There is no way God will not give us success at the end of it all. Let me thank this Federal Constituency for standing by the truth and standing by Governor Dongebe Emmanuel. I want to thank you. And in case there's anybody who said he did not, I want to urge you to stand. You know why? When the heat was on, and I want to thank the senatorial district, the truth has to be told. When the heat was on in 2010, and the Senator Odoide came to run against Senator Dr. Godswill Akpabio as a governor, and people started in Uyo Senatorial District to say, oh, it's an Ibibio cause. We stood and said, there's nothing like Ibibio cause. There's an Akwa Ibom cause. And we stood by a candidate. We stood by the governor of this senatorial district to do 8 years. We did not look at ethnicity. We looked at that governor to do 8 years. And those of you know from day one. So I hold the history of that house. From day one, I have been consistent till now. My only problem is that I have refused to see things from the perspective of my leader. I've decided to see things from the perspective of what he taught us. Our leader, the former governor, told us that there's nothing good in opposition. He indoctrinated me for 11 years and pointed to people who said they were his enemies, that they want to kill him. We saw things from his own perspective. And today he left and just want to indoctrinate me within 2 hours to change that indoctrination. It is not possible. You need an there's nothing good. And again, on the 22nd day of March, 2011, there was violence in Uyo. We were in the lot. We were coming back from campaign. We knew how our leader felt. We knew what would happen. And those of us from Ibibio rose and said, sir, in this battle, we are going to go in front for you. Stay and behind. And that was why we came to form something like Utolika Ibibio. And we led him to Asani Ibibio to endorse him for a second term. We did not look at anything. So today, if he was preaching, if he was fretting under the violence that was brought then against him, and today he's supporting people to do violence, there's a God of justice. There's a God of justice. Let me tell you something. Permit me to say this. Unless we betray him. That's why no matter what they do against me, I stand on the plan. I come with equity with clean hands. You see, no clean hands me. In 2006, when there were too many candidates in the Ikot Central District, we mobilized Uyo Central District to give that our leader the vote to get the nomination. And for those who know, when I was in a back five, in 2009 during campaign, I told the youth of a back five, good morning. And they quarreled with me, why do you tell us good morning in the evening? I said, anytime a man wakes up, that is his morning. That when we woke up as youth in Uyo Central District, that you people did not wake up. That now that you are woken up to support Governor Godswill to return for a second term, good morning. So please, the people of the Central District, I'm coming here to beg you, and the people of Anambra, and the people of the Ikot Central District, I'm coming here to beg you, please pay us back the good we did to your brother. Pay us back the good we did to your brother. And when we do that, we are not insulting anybody. We are not insulting anybody. My leader, when he was defecting and called me and put me inside the car, let me let the cat out of the bag today. He told me that he does not have the strength to withstand federal might. So no matter what he tells you today as justification, go and say that one of your bandits said it. He drove me in his car from his house to the airport and told me that they have concluded to write the result for Akwa Ibom. That the president is angry with Governor Dongre Emmanuel for going to chair the election in Ekiti. And that he does not have the strength to withstand federal might. That he has high blood. That if the federal might comes against him, he will die. I told him, sir, that is the position of the cowboy. Let us stand and face this federal might, and I can tell you that we will win. So if you are afraid of federal might and then you begin to quake, that means that if you have people following you, if you are not favorable by the federal might again, you will abandon the people and jump to get your own preservation. We need courageous men now. We need courageous men. Please. The governor of Akwa Ibom State came. He does not know everything by every day or by a single day. Every other day is a learning process. Whatsoever I'm not going to stand here to tell you that we don't have challenges. We have challenges in the last 3 years. And one of the challenges we had was that every decision for the governor to meet with other persons, to integrate other persons, our leader never allowed him. He never allowed him to meet with other persons. He advised him against integrating people and insisted that things should only pass through him. And when he told me to come with him, I said, sir, for every day you come, you have a problem with the governor, you come and talk to us. But when you go and resolve and the governor settles you, don't come back again. Show us one person that you have taken to the governor to collect 10 million naira since 3 years. Show us one person that you have taken. Say, Your Excellency. And that's why I told the governor, this road you awarded to the company he brought about 11 million. Governor, you have to revoke that contract. And the governor said he's going to revoke that contract and give to stakeholders to be able to benefit. So please, the time has not come. We are not coming for campaign here. But the truth must be told. The truth must be told. I want to beg you. Stand with Gomodo. He is learning. He has learned. And as it comes for a second term, things are not going to be the same again. I want to urge you, please pray for him. God will be on our side. And for our candidates here, we have come to the temple of God. And we are asking God, please, we are here with you. God, see our hand. The Bible says, ask and it shall be given. And to show you the confirmation, which is the evidence. The Bible is not just only asking you, ask, without the evidence or for accomplishment. Having said that, I've been to this church, and I can't leave this church the way it is.
Yes, sir.
So please, to show you my happiness, through the principal, by the end of this month, which is this week, I'll give the sum of 1 million naira on behalf of Governor Longe Emmanuel to be able to at least keep something as a memorial in this church to show us that God is with us.